Don't think there'll be a disruption to the food supply, but over time, if this goes on as long as the strike did in 1977, products that must come in on ships, like bananas.
That they're absolutely going to strike. They're going to walk off the job.
Yo, up out, man. Another episode, man. We right back. We gotta address the elephant in the room today. Men to the mic. What's going on at the border? I don't know if they cracking down on the border, if they trying to intercept some shit, or if the workers just spoiled as hell, or what's going on. But yeah, the union workers going on strike. So it's like it's about to be a big hold up, man. A lot of shipments, a lot of products, a lot of exports, things that's coming in cars, foreigns, things that gotta come in on them trains and on them boats and in them crates. It's about to be a big hold up, man. The truckers worry, the people worry, the stores is about to begin. I'm gonna let my boy explain it for y'all, though. Hold on.
October 1st, you know that they're going to have a big strike on the ports. So these right here, I'm down here at the ports, these right here are huge cranes that they use to take containers off of ships like this. Now, this ship right here, it's got cars on it. But guess what? If the ILA and if the Maritime cannot come to an agreement by September 30th, guess what's going to happen? It's going to be a huge strike on the ports, all East Coast ports, and there's whispers of West Coast ports being shut down too, guys. So what do you think that's going to do for the trucking community? All that freight is going to be backed up in the water, and it's going to be backed up here on the ports because of labor laws. You know, they want what they're deserved.
The potential for disruption is significant. We've not had an event occur like this in our ports since 1977, and that lasted 12 days. We're deeply concerned about the impact that a strike could have on our supply chains, especially when it comes to critical goods like medical supplies and others. Do not have the level of anxiety that drives you out to get to your groceries unnecessarily soon. We don't think there'll be a disruption to the food supply, but over time, if this goes on as long as the strike did in 1977, products that must come in on ships, like bananas, will be affected, but we still have plentiful food coming in from Canada, our own state, California, and Mexico. Those are the primary sources of food for the state of New York. So I just want everybody to not have the concerns about the food supply as well.
Thousands are set to hit the picket line this Tuesday. The International Longshoremen's Association ordering a strike after talks demanding fairer wages hit a standstill.
Hours before the deadline, and the ILA sent out a communication announcing that they're absolutely going to strike. They're going to walk off the job when their current contract expires. Tuesday, these workers are going to walk off the job. There's going to be a full-on work stoppage up and down the East Coast and parts of the Gulf. And it really came down, Jesse, to wage stagnation. They said that the U.S. Maritime Alliance, that is who they're in talks with, or were in talks with, just wouldn't come to an agreement about what they called wage subjugation that they said had been happening for years. Now, they have said time and again that they were offering industry-leading wages, more than the 32%, which was the last hike that their West Coast counterparts got for their contract last year. But the ILA wanted a 77% wage hike, and they just couldn't come to an agreement. Now, these two groups haven't been at the negotiating table for months. These talks stalled back in June. So this